Hey Aquarius, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Aquarius. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. We're starting out with the Empress here. This is very powerful energy. This is very big energy to open up the reading with. I would have to say I am feeling like this person does miss you to be starting the reading like this. So very big energy. And this is kind of telling me that this person might miss your big energy, or they might miss your personality, or whatever kind of unique flavor you bring to their life. Yeah. Page of Wands. Three of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, bottom of the deck. Oh, wow. We're looking at the Tower at the bottom of the deck. Something fell apart. Something fell apart. This connection could have ended abruptly for some of you. For some of you, this could just be that kind of this absence is making this person feel like they are having this tower moment in their life. They're feeling like something has crumbled, like their foundation has crumbled, and they're viewing you as this Empress. So that would make sense, because this is a lot of energy. This is a lot of importance that they're placing on you and on this connection. So not being able to have this connection, whether this is that they weren't able to bring this connection to fruition, or that this connection somehow fell apart and they feel like they lost you, this has created this kind of tower moment in this person's life. Yeah. Overall, I'm already getting the sense that the role that you've played in this person's life is significant, and they are feeling this void in your absence. And I feel like this applies no matter how established this connection was. Because for some of you, this was a very established connection, and you not being in this person's life anymore has created like a massive hole. And for others of you, this could have been something new, but it does feel like the idea that it's not going to work out, or the idea that there is separation here, is really making this person feel like they are approaching this tower, like something's really falling apart for them. Ten of Pentacles, yeah. It's sort of this feeling of they could have had it all. This is what fell apart. Kind of having it all, the dream, the family. For some of you, this might even be a connection with a family member and not a romantic connection that's coming through for you. For others of you, this is someone who envisioned having a family with you, starting a family, like having that dream. They saw you in their life, and then it's like everything fell apart with this tower. So that is exactly what's happening here. That's exactly what fell apart. The Ten of Pentacles fell apart in their eyes. I feel like it's interesting with this Empress being the only major arcana that showed up for you. This is definitely representing you. This is definitely your energy. When we look at the Empress, we see someone who's very nurturing, someone who's very abundant, and who's not only beautiful inside and out, but also someone who kind of creates beauty all around them. So I feel like this person is recognizing all the ways that you made their life more beautiful. You might have brought more ease to their life. You might have nurtured them in some way. You could have been that listening ear for them. You could have been someone who gave your opinion about things in their life that they highly valued hearing from you. They like bouncing ideas off of you. It's like you not being there is evident to them. It's definitely noticeable. If you remove the Empress, you notice for sure. I feel like they are realizing, they have realized how abundant their life is with you in it. And I'm just kind of getting the feeling that they never truly realized that. They didn't realize your true value until it was too late. Now, if this is a situation where physical distance is the only thing that's standing between you and this person, or you really feel like that's a major contributing factor, I feel like they might not necessarily feel like it's too late, or feel like the potential of this connection has been lost, but it does seem like they may not have expressed the real depth of their feelings when they had the chance. So there is kind of this feeling of of regret either way, because for some of you, I'm feeling like this person feels regret because they just didn't realize what they had until it was gone. And for others of you, I feel like there's regret because they might have felt that there was an opportunity, there was a window of opportunity for them to let you know how they felt, and like they missed it. Or like they might miss it. So this could even be a situation where you might see this person from time to time. You might talk to them sometime in the future and they just worry that they're going to not say what they should when they should. They're going to miss their opportunity to let you know how important you are to them. I'm really seeing that in this person's eyes, the sun rises and sets with you. But this is either something that they never knew how to fully express to you, or something that they honestly didn't even comprehend until there was actual separation in this connection. The saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder, is making, it's kind of like, it's standing out to me right now, because I feel like that is what's going on with this person. This distance is making them realize what they had. It's making them appreciate what they had more. But there's this feeling of loss. This person is feeling the distance, they're feeling the disconnect, and they're realizing what they really had. What they had, or how much potential was here. Yeah. Especially if they didn't speak up when they had the chance. Or they didn't say the right thing. So for some of you, it could have been something you were looking to hear from this person. There could have needed to be an apology, or maybe there needed to be a plan made or something, and it's like you might not have heard the right thing at the right time, and it's like they're realizing that. Yeah, for some of you, I am picking up on this little bit of regret or frustration on this person's part, and that could be mirrored energy, because it's coming through so strongly. I think it might be coming through on both of your parts. So I feel like both of you are frustrated when it comes to this connection, but probably for different reasons. Some of you are frustrated with this person for not speaking up when they should have, or not making the appropriate changes when they should have. And I feel like this person is feeling a little bit of frustration with themselves for potentially missing an opportunity. Yeah, they feel like they might have, it's not even they might have, they feel like they are definitely going to be missing out. Yeah, I feel when it comes to this connection, it's like you and this connection are definitely on this person's mind, because I do keep seeing the image of a rising and a setting sun, and I feel like this connection is one of the first thoughts that this person has when they wake up in the morning, and one of the last thoughts that they have before they go to sleep, which is kind of an indication of the importance that they've placed on this connection. But also, to me, it's letting me know that during those moments where their conscious mind is not in the driver's seat, during those moments when they might be more relaxed, or they're still like half asleep, that's when they can't stop these thoughts from coming in. So it might be that this person is very good at kind of keeping themselves busy so that they don't have to think about this, or during the times that they're busy, they aren't thinking so much about this. But in those little moments when they let their conscious mind kind of take a break, that's when thoughts of this connection and thoughts of potentially even how this person might have messed up really come through. There's really strong earth energy showing up for you. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We also have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. But there is kind of this abundance of earth energy with the Empress having this very earthy vibe, and also having the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles all show up for you. I feel like a lot of what this person misses about this connection is the stability of it, or the grounded energy that they get from you. And this can be from you directly. You might be an earth sign, or you might have just this very stable, earthy kind of energy about you, something that they knew that they could depend on, they could count on. But for some of you, this is the dependability of the connection itself that this person is missing. So they kind of miss knowing that you're gonna be there, or that you're just a phone call away, that they can have access to you, they can talk to you, they can be near you. They kind of miss that. Also with the earthy energy, there might be something about physically touching you. If that's been a part of your connection, or something that has changed majorly, There might be kind of this longing to be physically with you. That could either be because the two of you are in physical separation, or because this connection never got to the point where you did actually become physical with this person. So this could have been something that was happening at a distance, and they were always kind of looking forward to or longing for this moment when the two of you would be together, and then it's like something fell apart. So yeah, for some of you that might resonate, that there's actually kind of a missing of physical touch or physical proximity here. But I do feel like they're kind of missing the dependability. There could have been a certain routine that the two of you had together, and now this person is kind of just missing that routine, missing seeing you at those times that they always knew they could count on seeing you. They just kind of miss you being there. Which makes me think there could have been even a vibe of them taking you for granted, or taking the situation for granted. Because there is kind of this this feeling of just missing you, just literally being there. Like, it's not necessarily anything that you were doing, although I do think that there was a lot of support and nurturing that was being provided on your part. But it's like, when I get this kind of energy of like, I just miss the fact that this could be, it's like they might not have even noticed what they had until it was gone, or they did not place as much importance on this connection as they are placing on it now. I have that also, this feeling of like, when you turn to tell somebody something and they're not there anymore, and you're like, oh, I'm talking to myself. I feel like this person has that kind of vibe about this connection. Like, they might hear a joke that they know would make you laugh, or they see something that reminds them of you, or they want to tell you about their day, be it good or bad. Maybe they want to celebrate with you. Maybe they need a shoulder to cry on, but it's almost like instinctually they think of you. Instinctually they reach for you, and you're not there anymore. So they're noticing this absence. They're noticing that void. What's interesting too is there is kind of another way to interpret this message that's coming through for those of you who this could have been a newer connection, or kind of a connection where this person wouldn't necessarily miss any routine that the two of you had together, because you might not have established a routine yet necessarily, but it does kind of feel like this person might be feeling a little bit of regret around not solidifying this in the way that it would need to be in order to have you in their life in this capacity. So it's almost like they're feeling like, well, I didn't say or do the appropriate things to ensure that this person would be there when I wanted to tell them about my day, good or bad, when I wanted to share this joke with them or whatever it might be. They're kind of thinking that they might not have taken the appropriate steps to make this solid, to make this real. Really interesting. The Page of Wands, the Page of Wands is definitely coming through as this person's energy. And when we look at the page, we see someone who has a vision, someone who has a dream, but they don't necessarily have the maturity or the experience to execute it. So I feel like this person had a vision of where this connection could go, and they still have that vision. They're still holding on to it. But you'll notice when you look at this card, you see how the page is standing here with the wand representing the dream, the vision, but that wand is firmly planted on the ground. It's not going anywhere. There's no action being taken yet. So it's like there is no action here yet. There's an idea, there's some inspiration, but there is no action. And this could be because this person is lacking the maturity or lacking the wisdom to know how to deal with this scenario, to know how to deal with this situation, to know what to say, to know when to say it, to know what to do at all. I feel like that wand is really representing the dream, the potential, the vision, and then there's just no action. And if you'll notice, like, you see how the page is kind of looking up, looking toward the Empress. So it's almost like they're waiting for something, like they're waiting for direction, or they're waiting for confirmation of something. This person may be waiting for a sign from you that it's okay for them to approach you. it kind of feels like they might be in unfamiliar territory here. That's how this is coming through. Like they are just kind of out of their depth a little bit. Either the feelings that they have in this connection are much stronger than they're used to, or somehow this connection is challenging them. It's kind of like pushing their boundaries a little bit. There's something about this connection that they've never done before is how this is coming through. So this might be the point in a relationship where they always run, or this could be the point where they have such a hard time admitting fault and apologizing, or the point where SHIT really starts to get real. But something is new for them. It feels like they're approaching a new territory here. And even to think about changing their old patterns, or to think about becoming vulnerable in this new way, is very different for them. I also feel like, to kind of counteract that though, and probably where they're feeling a little bit conflicted, is the way that they feel about you is also a new feeling for them, and the way that they're missing you is new to them as well. So there's all of this newness, and there's like these new ways that they could approach this, or these new actions that they could take given all of the unfamiliar feelings that they're having. But it just kind of feels like it's turning them upside down and inside out. More of that Tower energy there. Yeah. The Nine of Pentacles can talk about questioning our self-worth. So they might wonder if they even deserve this connection. They might wonder if someone like the Empress, someone who can embody this Empress energy, and this is, whether this is a male or female, this is about abundant energy. It's about nurturing energy. So they might wonder if someone who can embody this energy would even give the Page of Wands the time of day. Like, would the Empress forgive the Page of Wands? Would the Empress even be interested in the Page of Wands, or interested in hearing what the Page of Wands has to say? It feels like that's a question in their mind. They could be working on trying to improve themselves in some way to make them feel more worthy, more deserving of this. I do feel like also, for a lot of you, this person has gotten the impression that you will be just fine without them. That's how this is coming through. I don't know if this is because they kind of see you as somebody who has a lot of success in your career. This Three of Pentacles energy is giving me that feeling. Someone who has a lot of opportunities, who is very abundant with this Empress energy. Someone who has a lot going for them, whether it be romantic or just their future in general. Like, they see your future as very bright. And I don't know if they're sure of what role they have to play in that. This could even be that they've seen you with another partner. They've seen you in another connection, or they have suspected or worried that you might be in another connection. They could have seen you out having fun. They might have seen the pictures that you're posting, something like that. And it's kind of giving them the idea that you are fine without them. It's like, in their eyes, you have your stuff together, and they don't really know... they don't really know what they could add to you, if that makes sense. They don't know what they can contribute to the situation that you already have set up for yourself. And they feel kind of hesitant to approach you. That's the energy here, especially with this Knight of Pentacles. It's like, this does feel like kind of a hesitant energy, but like the feeling of wanting to make some sort of offer. Yeah. There's so many opportunities they see for you. And that's what's so interesting about this, is it's almost like it's intimidating in a way. You are intimidating. I mean, coming through as the Empress, there is something about your energy that does intimidate this person. Makes them worry if they're good enough, if they're worth it. Oh, and gaslighting. Okay. Wow, maybe some kind of hurt, something. This could even be a past relationship for this person, a toxic relationship for this person that is in their past that's kind of affecting this connection. For some of you, I'm hearing that this is a connection this person is currently in. So this could be that they have gotten into another connection, and there is a toxic element to this new connection. I'm not gonna lie. Let's look at the adversity card first. So I feel like I do feel like this person is pushing their boundaries. Like I was picking up on before, it's like there's a challenge here, and it is challenging for them to grow. But what I feel like this connection is doing for them is it's kind of forcing them to grow. It's kind of forcing this wand to sprout and to bud and to take root. Definitely repeated imagery here with this Page of Wands and this adversity card. In the adversity card, we see some plants growing here, we see some flowers, and we see the sunlight. So it's almost like something, like some outside force or pressure that can even be viewed as a negative thing. It can be viewed as a challenge because it feels so uncomfortable, because growth can be so uncomfortable. It's like something is forcing this growth, just the way the sun kind of forces this plant to grow. It helps this plant to grow, but at times it can feel like it is like it's a pressure, like it's an outside pressure, because I think this connection has almost awakened them to something new that is forcing something to change inside of them. So yeah, this imagery on this card is making me think of the staff, the wand that the Page of Wands is holding here, because you'll see this wand is starting to bud. There's some inspiration here. There's some thought. There's an idea here. There's not a lot of movement, but it's almost like this challenge that you're facing in this connection with this person, or this distance that you're facing, is forcing this person to grow. It's forcing them to evaluate, think about things differently. Whatever is challenging them, or especially wherever they always hit the same wall. That's how this is coming through. It's like they might always get to a certain point and then run in the other direction, or they might have these certain patterns that cause problems, or they might always kind of shy away from telling their truth, from expressing this passion, from putting this Page of Wands into more of a Knight of Wands action oriented place. It might be that they always struggle there. So this is a challenge for them. And it's kind of giving me the feeling that the things that need to change are dependent on this growth. And it's really not easy for them, or the sacrifices that they will have to make aren't easy for them. It's pushing them outside of their comfort zone. We have this gaslighting energy here, and there really could have been actual gaslighting in this situation, or in a past situation that this person has experienced. I feel like for some of you, this energy is coming through because it could be that this person or this connection has at times made you question your own sanity, or made you feel like your needs weren't being heard or being met. And it really could be that there's kind of this feeling this person could have been selfish at times in this connection, that they might have wanted to protect their own ego or protect their own heart rather than guarding and protecting this connection. What I'm seeing here as their reasons for doing that really has to do more with their fears than actually wanting to hurt you. So if that's resonating for you, if there were times when you feel like this person was being a little bit selfish, it's really because they just didn't want to step outside of that safety zone. They didn't want to cause this tower moment. I feel like the tower is inevitable. The tower happens when it needs to happen. You can try to resist it, but that's almost the point of the tower. Sometimes the tower moment happens because of the things we've been resisting, the changes we've been resisting. The tower happens to kind of teach us those lessons, to kind of balance things back out, to bring us back into alignment. But we have to go through this more difficult time in order to get there. So yeah, I feel like this person could have been involved in toxic relationships in the past. They could even be in a toxic relationship right now. And it's showing them a lot about their patterns. It's showing them about the people that they choose, the directions that they choose to move in, or how their behaviors might be viewed as toxic within a connection. I do feel like they have hangups from their past. They have some wounds from other relationships in their life, or from past relationships in their life. And these relationships have wounded them in some way, or continue to wound them. And they, in some ways, continue to create blockages or to create hangups for this person. And it's like, these are the challenges that they're facing. How to overcome these hangups that have always gotten in the way in the past. These things that have always been a problem in the past. I also think it's super interesting that you guys got card 33 and card 55. So if you've been seeing repeated numbers, particularly repeated 3s or 5s, that might be relevant for you. That could be confirmation for you. And this could be something you're seeing in connection with this person, or with this connection. I am feeling like, because threes are usually, for me, some sort of wake-up call, some sort of epiphany, or answering a call, and fives are very representative of change. I do feel like these fives could be representing something changing in this relationship, but honestly, it's not going to change without them waking up first. Like, it's going to take this wake up, or this epiphany, this realization. And I think for a lot of you, it's going to take them waking up to their emotions at a deeper level. But it could also mean that it's going to take them waking up to some of their patterns. They're going to have to start seeing how they behave, how they've been behaving, what it's been doing, and how it always creates the same situation. So it's like they have to see that pattern. They have to wake up to that. They have to realize that on their own. And that's where the change comes from. Okay, we're moving into some of the lighter aspects here. We have great and full. Yeah, we're moving into some of the lighter aspects. I feel like this energy down here is some of the challenges, and this energy up here is about the way this person is growing and what's changing for them. So a grand symphony kind of talks about everything working in harmony. And with that, there's kind of this acknowledgement that everyone has to play their part in order for the symphony to run smoothly, for the music to be beautiful. Everyone has their part to play. So this could be them realizing that they didn't take responsibility where they should have, or this could be that they really are seeing that they need to be the one to step up and to contact you. I feel like this person has a lot to say, or there's a lot that's been left unsaid in this connection. Potentially even a lot that hasn't been understood. So even if there has been communication, and everyone said their part, said their piece, it's like there might not have been understanding on both sides. The trumpets in this image here really just make me think about like blasting out a message. So this is showing me this person has this desire to reach out, to communicate about something, or to communicate more clearly about something, get their message across in some way. Yeah, I feel like what's happening here is they're realizing how lucky they are to have you in their life, or to have had you in their life. It's like it's taken them some time. These cards don't want to shuffle. It's like it's taken them a little bit of time to realize it. That's so interesting, the way these cards are behaving. It's almost making me think that that's what it is. It's a lack of understanding. It's a lack of kind of lining up. Interesting. So I wonder if that grand symphony has something to do with there not being understanding on both sides, or there not being enough communication for you to understand each other. Let's see what messages we can get. So we have you deserve love, and this card says you are lovable. Definitely Empress energy here. I feel like that's what this person has really come to realize, how much you deserve to be loved, how worthy you are. They're trying to get to a place where they think that they are worthy enough to deserve you. But I think they've already come to terms with the fact that you deserve better than what they may have been giving you, or you deserve a higher level of commitment than they may have been willing to express. Very soon. Wow. So this card says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. This person might be reaching out. This person might be reaching out sooner than you think. I wonder how open you are to communicating with this person, because I feel like they're wondering that too. They're not quite sure if you are open to communication with them. Really interesting. They might be making a move really, really soon. Let's see what messages we can get from your person. Let me try to lay these cards out here. And we'll just get some channeled messages from this person. So we have I thought you found someone else. That's exactly the energy that I was picking up on. They feel like you're just fine without them. So something might have happened that made them think that you were in another connection, or maybe you were in another connection, but it's like they thought that you found either another person or something else to occupy you, something else that was more significant to you than they were. Interesting. We also have, I've never let anyone get so close. Their boundaries are definitely being pushed here. I feel like this person might have gone outside of their comfort zone with you. And it's like they didn't even realize that they were getting into this uncomfortable territory until it was too late. And then they might have frozen up a little bit. Get another message. We have, letting you go was the hardest thing I've ever done. Wow. There's definite regret here. There is definitely the sense that this person misses you a lot, that this person sees you as someone who's highly valuable, not just to them, but in general. So it's like they see that you are very appealing to other people. You are very highly sought after, if that makes sense. This could have to do with your career. This could have to do with romantic interests, but it's like they see you as somebody who has a lot going on and someone they want in their life. So it's like if this person walked away from you, or if they allowed you to walk away without fighting for this connection as much as you hoped they would, it's almost like they felt like they had to let you go, and they didn't want to do that. They had to let this connection go, and it's like it's hurting them as much as it's hurting you, if not more, because really they're seeing the loss here, and they're really there's a lot of regret here. There's a lot of regret for letting such a beautiful energy out of their life. So yeah, this person misses you. This person is like, it's like they had to let go of their whole dream when they let go of you. Wow. Okay. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And if this reading resonated with you, if you enjoyed any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon. Bye.